And the second game is finished between Viswanathan Anand, World Chess Champion, and Wesley So, who is the leader of the tournament. I will ask the players to say about the game. Vishi.
Viswanathan Anand dünya şampiyonuyla, yani Wesley So arasındaki oyun başa çatmıştı. Oyun birinci qələbəsiyle başa çatmıştı. Bu bizim 5-ci raundun ikinci oyun olduğunu qeyd edim.
Well, yesterday my second showed me this idea, which accompanied by this base sack in a way, F4. It's a very, very complicated position. I mean, black. It's also possible for black to play something like C6 here, so it's not forced to keep the knight. But it looked very tempting, to be honest. But I spent a lot of time here, double checking everything. But I think white does seem to have enough for the piece after G6. I was worried for a while about D5, but then. Queen G3 is necessary, Queen H3, and now it's very important that I have this move. And only now Bishop A8, because if Knight H2, Queen H2, he can't play Queen F1, it's pinned.
Yeah.
Knight H6 is also possible, but Bishop G5 might come to a better version of that. Of course, it's very tempting to play Bishop F7, but I don't like Rook takes F7.
Rook takes, yeah, I guess.
And
no,
because of course here if he goes King H8, H3, Knight H6, Queen H5 is a much better version of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, just a clear extra pawn up over the
but
game.
But he can take on F7.
But he can take, and it's a mess, and that's why, again, I would spend a lot of time, because I would prefer Bishop F7 to H3, but I finally had to play H3.
Yeah, your H3 was very good.
Yeah, and funnily enough, very slowly, I'm just going to go G4, G5. I thought maybe C6 was a mistake, because as it turns out, he doesn't really get the chance to
give a check. Yeah?
Yes.
No, what else? Queen.
I mean, his point is something like this: that Queen check and let's say Queen E3, and now with the Rook sometimes coming to F4, I can't really be better, but I get the chance to take this. Perhaps Queen E7.
Still.
G5 takes Rook F8.
But it's the game with the pawn on C7. What's the difference?
No,
I mean.
That's true.
Yeah. Probably doesn't matter too much.
Oh, maybe Rook F4. What was I calculating? I think
just
Rook
G5.
F4. Yeah.
G5?
Queen F8.
Yes, I think this was what. Because now he undoubles his pawns.
Yeah.
And this I think helps.
Also, maybe take first.
Sure.
And then
well, it's a transposition, no? Queen F8.
Well, I mean, in that line, I can take with the queen.
Okay, sure.
But then what's happening here? So Rook F4. And
I mean, probably I'd prefer not to take. I would go King F2 or something, and then Rook G1, and then take, and maybe G7. But
because Knight
anyway,
is not running.
I don't think I'm breaking through.
No, you cannot play. You have to protect this Rook. Yeah. I have maybe it's the best for me.
Maybe King G2, because you don't have to take it immediately.
I know you want to take this King G2. No move.
Well, maybe C5 and Rook A7 or something.
Yeah, and then if
yeah, can you take?
Hmm?
And if Queen takes Rook F1, no? Or there is a check? Oh, okay, you play take by pawn.
Maybe take E5 or something, I don't know.
Take E5.
I mean, just not to get you, allow you to. And now Rook F4, Queen G4 or Rook F1 should be good. No?
Yeah, feel better.
No, maybe it's still
good for white.
Yeah. So C6, but then we end up by force in this ending, because here I have the option to take on H6. And it's very important my king crosses over to E2, because on G2 there are many more perpetuals.
Yeah.
Because he'll go Queen F4 and then D2, C1, E3, G5,
checks,
F4, this, that thing. But on E2, I mean, there is no perpetual even, because my king will go to C3, and wherever he checks, I will go to B3, and he's out of checks. So there are no lines here.
Yeah, maybe this is.
Maybe I could play ED, CD, H5, and then it's completely.
Yeah.
But I mean, I saw that this was winning, so I decided to go for it. But maybe ED, CD is just simpler.
And this is also lost, right? King G7 takes.
I thought, yeah, queen d7 check, king takes g6, queen c6, and queen takes a6.
And then this guy.
It should be king d2 maybe. Maybe king d2 is not helpful. Maybe h4. Maybe h4.
I play h4.
Because I'm also taking away the g5 square from you. So if queen check, king d2.
Check, king d2. Yeah, should be lost. Yeah.
I mean, it was worth a try, but it's still.
I actually missed this move h3. Very seems to be very strong.
Yeah.
Wait, knight f6, rook f6.
Rook f6 wins.
Wesley, when you saw this idea with knight g5 and this sacrificing, you took very confident, or you were worried about, or you saw g6 and all these things?
No, I was familiar with some ideas. I mean, I didn't just dream this up at the board, but I'm not focused on knight c6, d4 that much. So it was a different version of the same thing.
Well, I didn't find a way to equalize. I was looking first at this line, maybe still slightly better for white. Yeah, take, and then something like this. Maybe black still slightly worse. Or
Yeah, it's a
maybe
little
just
bit
worse.
pleasant anyway.
Yeah, and so after the game, I thought maybe knight e6 is better. Say after f4, and maybe here take. But yeah.
So if we have any questions, please.
So, well, the question goes to Wesley. So, how do you usually recover after the defeats, after the losses?
Get a lot of rest and give my best on the next game and try to learn from the mistakes I did in this game and not to do it again.
Wesley, did you feel some uncomfortable as you faced Vichy for the first time in the classical chess? Was it some, I don't know, psychologist difficult for you?
Well, Vichy played really well today, completely outplayed me, and I mean, it doesn't really matter who I'm playing, but I mean, he made a lot of accurate moves today, so doesn't really matter who my opponent. I got an unpleasant position. I mean, and it's my first game against Vichy, and you know, it's a big honor for me to play him. Unfortunately, I was hoping for a better result, but. Yeah.
The first part of the tournament is finished, the most part. So what can you say? Are you satisfied with the quality, with the games, with the score you have at the moment?
Və sual Wesley So'ya verilir ki, ümumiyyətlə 5 round arxada qalıb siz ümumiyyətlə Vichy'yə sual verildi.
I just take it round by round, and but yes, I'm reasonably satisfied.
Bəli, mən məmnun qaldım ümumiyyətlə bu 5 round arxada qaldı. Ümumiyyətlə götürsək.
Actually, today was a very nice win against the tournament leader who was just dominating. So that's quite nice. I agree.
Nəzərə alsaq ki, turnir cədvəlində bu günə qədər rəhbərlik edən bir Wesley So'ya qarşı bugünkü məğlubiyyətim isə kifayət qədər maraqlı alındı. Qələbəm, üzr istəyirəm, qələbəm kifayət qədər maraqlı alındı.
A question to both of the players: what are you going to do in the rest day? Maybe playing football. There is a football match tomorrow. Və sabah istirahət günündə isə ki, şah maçıya sual verildi ki, nəyi planlaşdırırlar etməyi, necə keçirəcəklər?
Okay, 2 words. Peter Swidler. So I will not play football.
You won't?
He will play football.
Birinci suala cavab, birbaşa cavab verim.
Exactly.
Şahmat, futbol oynamayacağım sabah, Viswanathan diye cevap verdi.
No, I won't play football tomorrow, but I think we have we're going to a school for the chess kids, and I think there will be a simultaneous exhibition, and so that would be exciting. It's my first time Azerbaijan, and get a lot of rest tomorrow, and probably get a massage in a Turkish hotel, so that'll be good.
Vichy, we have a question to you from our Twitter, Mr. Amar Gadbuli from India. He is asking you if you make some fitness, mental fitness for yourself. Maybe you do some yoga or some other things for your mental health during the tournaments, as it's quite tough.
Yes, I do a little bit. I mean, not very long, but I do a little bit just
Yoga?
to calm down and recover from every game.
Yoga, right?
You do.
Hazırlanan bir partiyadır belə.
Mr. Anand, the question goes to you. The knight g5 apparently turns out to be a homework. Was it set planned against a particular opponent, or did you actually prepare this move against your current today's opponent?
Well, I was impressed by how easily Wesley drew against Fabiano in Vaikensee, and
This year, yeah.
in this year, and then that's when I thought of the move. So, I mean, it was against anyone who would have used it, but I think so far the only games with knight b8 are Wesley's. So.
Yeah,
So
not many games knight b8, not many, only two.
He's the only one there, so in a way it was against him. But
Yeah.
Probably not a good idea for me to repeat this line because wasn't expecting this knight g5 move.
Concrete. Okay, let's start, Mr. Viswanathan. The question is twofold. Let's start with the exactly chess analysis. So you played in one of your moves rook f8. Do you think that you could have played g5? And could you please show the imitate the moves on?
g5 instead of rook f8?
Yes, top f8 in yerine. Could you please show it on the monitor, please?
well, what I didn't like was exactly this, king h1, queen e3.
Yeah, I think I would have solved my problems in this case.
Yes, because the queen is much more active. In the game it was stuck on f8, here it's on e3.
Vezir daha aktif görsenler burada.
The only thing is he can maybe take with the king.
g5.
Belə oynayabilirdi. Siz görürsünüz ekranda.
No, g5, right. And there's queen f3.
Knight f6.
Rook f1.
Ah,
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, this
winning.
is true.
But what were you planning to play? Rook f1?
rook f1, king e8, g8,
G5.
g5, knight g8, queen h8.
Ah,
Take everything, it's also winning, I think. But of course, this would have
Wait.
been queen f3 would have been easier.
yeah, queen. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can show what I wanted to play. I wanted to
Yeah,
go here,
king E8,
king e8, and now and actually I can go to h8 because queen g5 is losing.
Queen g. Well, I have to.
Would you like to add something?
Anar Bey nəsə demək istəyirsə olur.
So
G5.
g5
Rook-
instead of rook f8.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Мы рассматривали, скажи ему,
А,
пожалуйста, что рассматривали варианты
We did analyze this couple of possible moves.
G5, rook,
Queen e3.
rook F4, G hash,
No. Check and queen
Only
e3.
Instead of
check.
rook f4, yeah.
Check, G hash,
Cihaç.
G
yeah,
take hash,
take the knight. And
Yeah,
queen
you're
h6.
Yeah.
Queen G4,
I think just king h8 or something.
Yeah, king h8.
King a
No, actually, even rook f6 here. You cannot take because c1.
Ah, that's true. Exactly. Rook
the
f6.
rook on
f6?
c1 is
Yes,
hanging.
yeah, I remember now because I was calculating this.
No,
In
my-
fact,
I also
Even
saw it,
better.
yeah.
I'm now even
you have-
losing or worse.
check,
King g7.
For a minute, I thought it was okay, but
It was a mat, you know?
But you don't.
Ah, escape.
check. Yeah, h4, and he has the square
King
king
g4.
g4.
Yeah.
Because of king f4, I'm winning with queen h6, but he escapes like this.
Oh.
No,
Thank you
I
very
remember
much.
This.
But you-
rook
you
f6 is the problem.
And the first question, Mr. Ranand, yes, yadımdadır, Mr. Ranand. We all know that you have a 4-year-old child. I guess it's a son, you have a son. Yes. Is he studying chess? Can we expect in the future the second, the second Anand, possibly maybe the world champion? Who knows? Is he studying currently the chess?
No, he's not playing. I mean,
Is
he
he
goes
into
to
it?
the chessboard and
Drop
I
the
mean,
pieces.
and he likes to move the pieces, but so far he doesn't seem to be interested in any rules. So.
Xeyr, hələ ki belə bir istək mi deyim, həvəs yox. Sadəcə olaraq şahmat lövhəsində oradakı figurlarla biraz oynayır, amma konkret sırf qaydaları bilib, yəni deyək ki, öyrənmək deyə bir şey yoxdur.
Are you going to teach him or?
Well, at some point, but at the moment he's more interested in painting, it seems. So.
Oh.
İndi rəsmlə maraqlanır, amma indi hələ ki şahmat. Okay, would you like your son, to make it more precise, would you like your son to be a chess player in the future? Is it something that you would like?
I would like him to do whatever he wants to do. I mean, it doesn't particularly matter to me.
Painting
he
or
will choose
chess?
his own- he will choose his own way, and that's fine. It's really
Ondan asılı olacaq, o həyatda nəyi, hansı karyeranı, hansı peşəni seçsə, deyə bilər, konkret mən ona deməyəcəm ki, konkret şahmatçı
Thank you.
olsun. Çox sağ olun, dəqiqləşdirdiyinizə görə Anar müəllim.